here at the JA. What are we up to today? Just look at this beauty, this incredibly massive wood chipper. What does it cost? 4,000 yen to rent it for an entire day, which is about 25 US dollars. We're gonna chip some serious logs. This baby can chip so many logs. We're gonna start with this big old pile of logs here, and we have various other piles of wood accumulated. Let's chip them down. The wood chipper is so massive that you have to drive it like a tiny tank. It has its own engine for propelling itself. It's incredible. Now, this is not our property. We're right here next door to the guest house. Perhaps it will be someday, but it is not at this point. However, we have permission to chip all this wood. We put a tarp down to try and keep things as clean as possible.
My corn is just starting to sprout. This year we're trying Hokkaido 8-row. Hello, little babies.
Alright, progress is going well. I've been a little embarrassed to film it actually chipping while we are out here on the road in front of the guest house. But we are definitely clearing away a bunch of this, turning it into lovely wood chips for our garden here. Get back to it. We only have a few hours. Well, it's a lot of progress. A lot of wood chips. We got a little bit of time left, so we're going to move in the back. Next time, I think we need a bigger tarp. Almost done cleaning up here. Just got to finish sweeping the road up. Evan's getting ready in the back. And just a reminder, this property here on the left is not ours. We just have permission to farm there. And this property here on the right is not ours either. We just have permission to clean it up. So back here behind the guest house, we've got our massive pile of compost here that is in process of being, once that's composted, we're not going to add any more to it. And then here is the next phase. Hi, Koto-chan! Hi, Koto-chan! Hi, Koto-chan! Hi, Koto-chan! So, I didn't want to film this earlier when we were out at the road because I'm still embarrassed about filming in public and try not to film when people are around. But we had a pretty silly serendipitous timing moment today. We've rented the wood chipper once before, so this is the second full day that we've spent probably 12 total hours feeding logs into this wood chipper and having it turn into wonderful tiny bark chips. And this was the first time that I fed something in that was just too big and oddly shaped, and it jammed the machine. And usually when something goes in and it's too big, you can reverse it out. And this one was actually jammed in there. Literally just moments after I realized reverse wasn't working, and I turned the engine off and I was gonna go get Evan, and a man pulls up in his K-truck alongside the road and hops out and says, "Ah, that's too big," and helps problem solve and helps us get it out. He said to Evan that he works on the machines or something like that. A guy from the neighborhood, we've never met him before. Just literally perfect timing. Just moments after this happened, pulls over in his K-truck, helps us get the stuck log out, and then goes on his merry way.
Your uncle.
All right, he's gonna go gas it up and return it just in time. Me and Koro-chan are gonna start spreading this out on our pathways. Looks pretty good. What do y'all think?
As you can see, we got 2/3 of the way done, so it looks like that's going to take another day of chipping. But it's not bad for around $25 US, and we cleaned up all those logs. I planted this broccoli sometime last fall and it got completely eradicated by insects, but it's bouncing back, and I guess I'll leave it until we get a crop here. These fava beans I'm trying in rotation with the tomatoes, and they're looking pretty healthy. I kind of wish they were done by now because the tomatoes are just about ready to go in, so I'm not sure how that's going to work, but they do work really well with these trellises to keep them, you just have to bend them underneath here, and that keeps them growing straight and tall. I am planning on trimming this lilac back, but of course I had to wait until after it flowered. Lovely. This magnolia planted at the back of the garden also smells very nice, and it was very popular with the bees until the sakura started blooming.
Koro-chan says, thanks for watching! Koro, are you a good girl? Are you a good girl? Woof! Ow! Ow, ow. You're a good girl, Koro. Aren't you? Koro, you're so silly.